Hello. Thank you for joining this segment of Politics, Power, and Prejudice with the Minority Woman Contingent. I am your host, Pastor Gavin. On this segment, I would like to talk about the letter that was in the San Francisco Examiner newspaper on April the 16th, 2014. In the letter, there were several Chinese organizations with the name of the executive directors, and they were distancing themselves from Leland Yee. And it seems as though in the letter that they felt that the indictment handed down by the FBI against State Senator Leland Yee was indicative to the type of corruption that goes on in Chinatown. As an individual, I can only speak for myself. However, I do not think that way about Chinatown, that it is full of crime and corruption. However, having said that, I do think there are things that go on in Chinatown that are corrupt as in any other community. And it is certainly a scathing look into what has been going on, in my opinion, especially where Freemasons are involved. And I have not heard anyone really speak to that topic about the Freemasons and Raymond Child being a part of that organization. And I found it interesting in the letter that they did not really refer to Raymond Child. Raymond Child, who is one of the central figures in the FBI indictment along with State Senator Leland Yee. I think that it was unnecessary to reference other politicians such as John Edwards and Elliot Spitzer in terms of the white community, and State Senator Calderon regarding the Latino community, and Ray Nagin, former mayor of New Orleans, and William Jefferson, a congressional representative who had $50,000 in his freezer. I don't think that people are looking at the Chinese community saying this is how the Chinese community particularly does business. So I think that those examples, although valid, were not really necessary, because I think that I don't feel that way about the Chinese community. However, it's very interesting that they would reference those things. And as I said, looking at the first name on the letter, I really didn't take the letter seriously because of the first name that went out on the letter. I think that they were trying to spin the situation, and Senator Leland Yee is innocent until proven guilty, as all of the other people who were indicted. However, I am concerned that there are things that have gone on for a very long time, and this is just one of the incidences that the law enforcement was able to catch. I know it is easy to point the finger at State Senator Leland Yee. He's the most prominent person. And I found it interesting that several years ago when he was on the school board, that someone an Asian gentleman left a package for him at the school board with the head of a pig and a meat cleaver still in the pig's head. So I think that it's easy to point fingers at elected officials, but there are certainly many other people involved in the FBI's case. Should it be proven successfully prosecuted, that it's going to be very interesting to see the fallout and what really happens. So once again, I do not think that the letter was warranted, and I do not think that the Chinese people in San Francisco need to defend themselves for an indictment of State Senator Leland Yee, Raymond Chow, along with all of the other people who were indicted by the FBI. They are a community that has thrived like any other community, and I do not think San Francisco's look at them for this one incident. I want to thank you for joining this segment of Politics, Power, and Prejudice. I am your host, Pastor Lynn Gavin.